Welcome back, WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and WNST.net. One of the real joys of my life as I get into my 50s here, and we have fan centennial anniversaries in 23, now 24 seasons of Ravens football, is getting together with the alums, the guys who played the game at the highest level. This guy almost tackled me up in the Roost Chris box before the game on Sunday night before the Ravens tackled Tom Brady. He tackled Tom Brady a couple times during his era. He is in full retirement in Atlanta, Georgia, and making some Hyundai TV commercials from what I saw around town with Ty Law. We welcome the one, the only, Jamal Lewis back on the WNST. Jamal, what's going on, man? How are you?
Oh, man, I'm good. Thanks for having me, man. It was good seeing you also at the game.
Man, you look like you could run the ball, but maybe like a little bit more like a safety these days, man. You're looking like you're in great shape, and I know you're living down in Atlanta, coming back up here doing some promotional stuff and being a former Raven, but Sunday was something, right? I mean, the city's lit up. It's Sunday Night Football. It's Tom Brady, and then the team on the field answered the bell, almost like old times, Jamal.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. It was just, the matchup was awesome. It was just, who was going to be able to, have the least turnovers and who was going to be able to be the most consistent. And we did that. We're an excited team to watch. And I just wanted to see us play, as a whole, in all three phases of the game. And we did that, man. And it was electric out there, man, especially playing on Sunday Night Football. What more can you ask for in a big game going up against the opponent? Like the Patriots.
You still engaged? I mean, you watching every week or just all day, every Sunday, or just in and out with football in this point in your life?
Well, really, I watch the Ravens. I watch I watch us to see how we're doing and see how we're coming along and everything. So I do every week. Yeah, I'm watching the Ravens. I don't really watch all other teams, but I do check in on the Ravens and see how we're doing.
All right, so draft night a year and a half ago, we're getting toward the end of Joe Flacco's career. Nobody knows about the end of careers more than you. Your career ended too. So you see the handwriting on the wall, and they draft this kid from Louisville. They trade back in. He's got a sharp green jacket. He's talking about winning Super Bowls. Your mindset about a running quarterback for all the years you played, you were a running back, and I was at Mark Ingram's locker after the game on Sunday night, and a lot of the national reporters were around, the Peter Kings and the Michael Silvers, the way they were around you, and they said, hey, must be better to be running a football with this kind of guy around, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. When you got a back, like Mark Ingram that can really get downhill, get you those tough yards, and then at the same time you got a quarterback that can roll out and actually run the ball as well as a dual threat. I just think that in today's offenses, everybody's going to want to go to a dual threat quarterback. And I think being able to run it and being able to use your legs to get those extra yards, keep the chains moving is big. It's big for an offense. And as a defense, how do you prepare for it?
Could you imagine back in the day when you were running the ball 20, 30 times a game, running it on first, running on second, then get back in the huddle and calling plays and maybe throwing the ball on third down? Because he has sort of, made fun of the media and other people for saying not bad for a running back is what he calls himself, sort of wink, wink. But the notion that a person would have that kind of skill, and 16 times he ran the ball on Sunday night, but yet still threw the ball 23 times.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like, honestly, they're running the ball, they're running it well, and they're calling the plays and getting it going. And, it's when I was playing, it was more of, you had two plays that you left the huddle with. Now it's an RPO and they're running it well and doing their thing. But as it's like you got one play can turn into, have 3 or 4 different options, and I could only imagine playing, in today's environment, but, I wanted 25, 30 carries, a game. So I probably wouldn't be that happy, but at the same time, it keeps you healthy and it keeps everybody happy and it moves the chain, man. Whatever it takes to keep those chains moving, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, you said something made me laugh a little bit, and you were the workhorse, and you carried the ball, Jamal, but you said you probably wouldn't have been that happy. And, I look at this team and say, they re-signed Nick Boyle because he doesn't need to have the ball, and he scored a touchdown on Sunday night. The Willie Sneads, they give him, and his wide receiver position's really a lot about blocking. I mean, it's almost like everybody on the field, save for Hollywood Brown at this point, needs to be a part of the blocking part of the offense. You draft differently, you probably pay people differently because of that, but also the expectation is that Hollywood Brown knows he's not going to get 14 catches for 198. He's not going to be Antonio Brown in this offense.
Well, you know what? It's going to happen eventually, right? You got to prepare for everything and expect anything, right? So I think that our offense is what it is right now, and it's a great. Hold on, it's Terry. Hello. Hello.
Hey, yeah, it's Nestor.